Captain, department activity.
Sure, this is the period from February 8th through yesterday, February 28th. On February 8th, a 45-year-old Stanford woman was arrested by warrant for several motor vehicle charges stemming from an incident in which she fled a traffic stop in August of 22. During the early morning hours of February 9th, officers responded to a single motor vehicle accident near Tokenique Road and Raymond Street. Officers found that the vehicle had left the roadway and crashed into 5 Mile River. Upon arrival, officers located a female occupant floating face down and unresponsive in an outgoing current. 2 officers jumped into the water and brought the victim to a dock and began life-saving efforts. This victim has recovered from her injuries. Unfortunately, a second victim was located a short time after and was pronounced deceased at a nearby hospital. The accident remains under investigation by the Darien Police Accident Investigation Team. On February 12th, detectives responded to the Albany Correctional Facility and extradited a 38-year-old Bronx, New York man on the strength of an arrest warrant. The subject was arrested for the theft of catalytic converters in town in September of 2018. On February 19th, a 28-year-old Warren, New Jersey man was arrested by detectives by warrant for identity theft, forgery, and larceny from a check washing incident that took place in January of 2023. On February 28th, we held a Coffee with a Cop event at Cafe Nero with the Board of Realtors. I think it was very well received. Great turnout. Over the same time period, we had 7 domestic disturbance incidents, 1 which involved an arrest. We had 5 incidents of identity theft and/or check fraud, 4 stolen vehicles that were unlocked with the keys in them, 11 car burglaries of unlocked vehicles. We had 18 motor vehicle accidents with 2 having minor injuries. 150 traffic stops conducted by the Patrol Division and Traffic Division, focusing on areas that residents have complained about, and general enforcement. 781 calls for service during the same time period. Our largest call for service categories were crime prevention patrols at 120. We had ambulance calls, 61, false burglar alarms, 48, miscellaneous calls, 46, and fire-related calls, 45. Thursday and Fridays were the busiest days of the week. A majority of our weekly call volume was between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m., and that represented 37% of all calls for service. And just 2 other late entries here. Our animal control officer has indicated that our dog license rate for the first time ever that he's known is up over 2,500 dogs in town that are licensed. And as of yesterday, we have 100% compliance in dog delinquency licensing. And lastly, as most of us know, the Great Island property is going to be open to the public beginning tomorrow. There's numerous rules in place that have been adopted and implemented by the Board of Selectmen. Our officers will be very present on the property around the clock, specifically during daylight hours. And just as a reminder, the property will be closed after sunset each day.